Hey everybody, it's Alchemisted, and we are back to Silent Line, and so I mentioned some build changes when I did the emblem video, and so we're going to start off with Magic Bullet. Magic Bullet is not using the axe, as you can see. It's basically the same configuration from when I did Destroy AI Prototype, and the reason I have decided to stick to the stow, I think it's called the stow, core. I've decided to stick with this configuration, this core, is because, look, this AC went through a lengthy-ass mission and then fought and destroyed 3 ACs, one after the other. Granted, it was completely fresh for that fight, but it took 3 ACs from full AP to 0, one after the other. So, I kind of sort of wondered if I was starting to get into the same situation I got into in the last game, where I was trying to rebuild the Armored Core 3 version of Blues, and I couldn't make it work. And I feel like I felt like I was starting to go down that same road. I have stumbled upon an incredibly effective configuration for this AC that it was able to annihilate. It annihilated one AC completely with 2 or 3 missile swarms. It annihilated another AC. Another AC got completely annihilated by that MG800. Well, not by the MG800. One of them got annihilated by the MG800. The second AC just got annihilated by the consistent damage and heat punishment from that heavy missile launcher it's got on its back. And then the third one just got punished. Just a world of pain as that MG800 chainsawed through it. I have stumbled upon a configuration just like Boomsayer in Armored Core 3. I feel I have stumbled upon a configuration that works. And works well for my playstyle. So, I tried putting the axe on it and play around with it, as you saw in the previous video. But it felt like it broke what this AC could do. What we saw this AC do in that mission. It feels like it breaks the build whenever I put the axe on it. So I decided that this AC is going to stay as is because it has demonstrated its ability to bring pain and destruction to anything in its path. I sound like I'm commentating over like wrestling or BattleBots or something, whenever I talk about builds in this game, like I know how I sound, but that AC is real damn good. I am actually still working on adapting Boomsayer. I'm still working on adapting this design. I have thrown in some heavier boosters. This feels like it's working real well so far. I don't have much weight to play around with. Like I said, the axe is a pretty heavy core, actually. It's only like a 100 and change. It's close to 200 heavier, actually, than the cam stow that you start the game with. So it's actually quite a bit heavier, and that plays havoc with your balancing. So of course, I'm not doing myself many favors by having the heaviest radiator in the game. But this AC is supposed to be a survivor. It's supposed to survive heat stress while dishing it out. I may go with a lighter radiator. What is my cooling? 8,214. What's your cooling efficiency? 5,007, yeah. So this has the cooling efficiency of a heavy fucking AC. What happens to that cooling efficiency if I, say, throw the icicle on there? That's a pretty stark drop. I do have one of the optional parts I have equipped does improve my radiator's cooling capacity. Yeah, enhanced cooling performance. I'm not sure for how much that counts. I don't know specifically how much that's going to count towards keeping me alive and not overheating. It's a little bit heavier. That is still nowhere near. I do want the forced cooling. You know what? I might go with the icicle, actually. I might go with the icicle. We'll see how that goes. Because I am still working on this design. I am still working. I do want to put that bazooka. I do want the bazooka. Because the bazooka will track a lot better, I feel, than that howitzer. But, I've got problems with weight. And I may need to get rid of the Raucus to resolve them. Because that Raucus is a heavy head. It is a very heavy head part. So yeah, I do like that. Like I will lose like the skull. I like the skull, the way it looks like a fucking skull. I could go with the MM04. ECM canceller none. We're not going to be dealing with much of that anyways. Okay, 255, 333. It's Drainier. $956, $279. It's got way less defensive points, armor points. It's fine. It's a little drainier than this. Yeah, that's way drainier. Yeah, it's a little drainier. Armor points 956. Defensive points, like the defensive points go down quite a bit. But the weight, but I get some weight freed up. God, that's so heavy! And I feel I'm so close to being able to use it, too. The reason I'm wanting to use the bazooka is because it's going to track a lot easier than that howitzer, and it won't do as much damage, but it will hit more reliably, and that's something I feel that counts. That's something I want. That is the heaviest medium leg low capacity. Okay. Ugh. That axe is just so... That axe is so heavy. It's such a heavy core. Okay, no biosensor. $8689 AP. 8502. Better defensive points. Better cooling. Okay, let's see. Radar range 440, 540. Okay, no radar. Yeah, we're not getting that one because that's a super drainy head. No radar. 490, 540. 880. You know, we might go the same route as Magic Bullet with the head part. Good. Yeah, we're probably gonna go the same route as Magic Bullet with the head. Fucking finally. Okay, let's see how this does. Good. Still. That's good, I guess. I want that bazooka. It's got less ammo and it does less damage, but I'm hoping it will hit more consistently. Which is what I'm going to find out right now. Because it sucks because I have to like keep hitting square to fire, and I have to move my finger to circle to fire. I feel like that's more accurate.
Disengaged.
The dynamic has shifted, where it's like Magic Bullet has become sort of... Now I'm struggling to update Boomsayer's design, although I might... If this doesn't pan out, I might just restore Boomsayer to the way it was, and just have it like that, like the old model, you know? That's a very depressing way of putting it, especially after I fought all this time to get that Exceed Orbit core. But yeah, I'm gonna let Boomsayer percolate for now. Just sort of collect my thoughts on that build. So what do we got for, we got arena action, actually, yeah. Corpse Maker. That's a name to run away from. A skilled close-range combatant, he prefers to use the weapon arms equipped on his AC when near an opponent and switches to either his laser cannon or missiles when fighting from mid to long range. His ranking fluctuates at times, but not by much. So, you fight this guy in a mission at one point, and he's pretty badass. Those weapon arms hurt. They hurt a lot. Those are like linear arms. Yeah, those are linear cannon arms. What linear cannon arms basically are, they're basically explosive. They're not grenades. They're kind of grenades, but they're not. They're more like cannon shells, essentially. I mean, everything is a cannon shell because these mechs are like friggin' 10 meters tall, but this is more a cannon shell than others. If that makes any sense. So yeah, this guy, he's fast. I remember him being pretty fast. Like, he's fast, he goes after you with those cannons, and yeah, I remember him giving me a lot of trouble the first time I played this game. We haven't seen the mission where you fight him yet. I think I might have skipped over that one, maybe. We'll see it later if I did. So. Woo. Oh, you got missiles. I got missiles too. Yeah, that's vicious. Those swarms, bro. You can't mess with those. Those are dangerous missile swarms this thing can fire off now. Like, Magic Bullet is in a situation where the Exceed Orbit makes it less efficient at destroying things. Which is weird, considering how long I was waiting to get that core. Despite years of trying, this arena veteran's longtime dream of reaching the A rings has yet to be realized. He knows that as time passes, so too do his what the? Grammar! At first I thought, oh, I messed that up. No, I didn't. I was reading that out right. He knows that as time passes, so do his chances. The concerted effort he has been putting forth lately has those above him taking notice. Okay, so he's got the Sawa, he's got Verts, he's got the Exceed Orbit, and he's got, oh, he is Missile Pain. Damn Verts, bro. Okay, this is probably a mistake, but I want to, like, I'm using missiles too, so I want as clear a shot at this guy as possible. So, a big wide open area like the military district is a pretty good way to go. Unfortunately, it's a good way to go for him too, because he can destroy me with those verts. This is probably going to be a damage race. Especially since he's got that Kurosawa. That Kurosawa is mean! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! That was a straight up damage race. Although we were actually launching enough missiles to slow down the game, which, yeah, that was pretty cool. It's fun to try and dodge huge missile swarms in these games, but you kind of have to remember this is not Robotech. You are not in a Valkyrie. You're in an AC. It's not that nimble. Shit. 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 Okay. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's those swarms. Them swarms, bro. I think I bullseyed him pretty effectively with those missile swarms, too. I think I got a pretty good piece of him with those. I need to take those verts out of the equation. The problem with that is, when I take those verts out of the equation, that Kurosawa is going to be the equation. And that Kurosawa is dangerous. That Sawa is gonna hurt a lot. I'm gonna hope the abandoned factory has a... Actually, no. We got Trend City Limestone Cave. The structure might help. The structure might have a low enough ceiling that those verts are useless. But the ceiling might be high enough that his AI is dumb enough to keep trying anyways. I'm gonna miss this strategic sort of map selecting in Nexus, because you can't do that. Nope. That went way better than I thought it was going to go when he started pulling out the Kurosawa. I like this missile launcher. It's so heavy. It's so ridiculously heavy. But it's so reliable that it's worth it. It's worth carrying that weight around. Haunted is one of those rare few who knows exactly what they want and possess the innate ability to effortlessly realize their goals. He reached his current rank shortly after joining the arena and is considered to be the best long-range combatant. Okay, so you're going to attack me from long range. Cool story, bro. I'm going to attack you from long range, too. He's got grenade launchers and dual snipers. I shouldn't be so cavalier about this. He can wreck my shit pretty fast. I lost him. Say hello to my buddy Itano. So good! It's so good. I like this missile launcher. I like it a lot. And that's it for the arena. Only the most skilled Ravens advance past this pilot's current level. The challengers that await are hardened veterans eager to take advantage of the unprepared. Will the next matches prove too difficult? Probably yes. They will probably be too difficult. I'll probably have to drag some people to the garage and introduce them to a tank. Very aggressive, this pilot wastes no time before going on the offensive. His strategy is one that combines hidden move tactics with an agile, well-outfitted AC. Pilots that hope to face the A-rank Ravens must first defeat Shade. Few do. I think Shade might... No, that was Advent. That was Advent who got run over by the tank. Pilots like yourself don't come around too often. The speed with which you've attained your current rank is nothing to scoff at. I look forward to the day when you decide to challenge me. I've said this before, but I really wish that all these Ravens in the arena had like frickin' wrestling intros, pretty much. Just like, oh yeah! Be like grainy. Just have that little emblem window in the mail just turn into like a super grainy FMV. I don't care. Just make it like as cheesy as you want it to be. That would be so great.